as the wheels turn. Every Thursday night we pedaling as the wheels turn. Racing through the streets and through the hills as the wheels turn. Every Thursday night we pedaling as the wheels turn. Streaming live we turn on us, so yes.
Welcome, a pleasant good night, cycling fans and supporters. Welcome to
the 214 edition of the As the Wheels Turn. That's a lot of editions.
yes, a lot of edition. Well, welcome to the show. ROQUE MATUS, no stranger to cycling, and Wendell Williams Jr. So we have a long night, a beautiful night here. We have a lot to talk about cycling. But per usual, I want to welcome each and every all our cycling fans out there in TV land, in Belize and around the world. Or Thursday show straight from beautiful Barrel Boom. ROQUE, I haven't seen so many races in years, ROQUE.
Not that true. I mean, we have races every week and sometimes 2-3 times a week. In fact, you know, people used to say in the 90s that if you want to race, go to Belgium because they have race nearly every day. Well, we did get there.
Yeah.
You know, I think honestly we are now having more races than probably most countries.
Yeah. You know something I hear me saying in our chat group, you say that the reason why the speed improved is because of the race almost every week, and so the level they raise.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, I say, for example, you know, the club riders over the last 2 years, I would have said the average speed gone up by 2 miles an hour, which you would have think that done a lot, but it is every mile an hour where one race average, it's definitely a notch up, you know, and the races are a lot more competitive, a lot more faster, and we have to train a lot more if we are going to be in the front.
Yeah. So folks, before I get started, of course, I'd like to big up Mr. Kevin Logan for my attires, and of course for the food that we eat outside ROQUE after this. So big up yourself, Mr. Kevin Logan. We want to give thanks and praises again for for us to reach up here safe. And just before I start the show, I normally do my birthday greetings, and whatever other greetings I have some birthday greetings tonight. Young Aaron Pope celebrated his birthday. I think it was Monday. That's a young superstar come up in cycling. He's Aaron is very dedicated, and he's hungry for win, because if he not win, he cry. That's for sure how he wants to win. He not give up on. Yeah. So yeah, but I have Aaron for about 2 years old right now.
Yes,
So
he actually read before he start work.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So happy birthday, Aaron. I have my cousin Susan Erdonis there in New York. I think she's in New York. Yeah. Tanya Carter, the singer, celebrates her birthday. Kirk Sutherland, his son, right? If his father is a champion, and a champion family of cyclists. I have here Alejandra Rosado, a little girl. She celebrates her birthday. I have a anniversary greetings. Happy anniversary, 32nd wedding anniversary to Tony and Ethel Jenkins. They are heavy cycling fans. ROQUE, as they think of life, then they write there and they say they love cycling. Yeah. They say since streaming have started, they know all the names of the cyclists there because of the constant streaming that we are doing. And then we upload it to YouTube, and so they watch it over, so they know the cyclist name by, they just say one cyclist, oh, that and so. So, this is what you do, right?
Yeah. When you do the live stream, you know everybody.
Yes, and
like that help everybody for point out with cyclists.
Yeah.
They're on the road and things like that. So.
Well, I have a story for you. Yeah, and like ROQUE said, consistency. So you have a guy lives in New Hampshire, and he married to an American, and all his kids are American. So when they are watching the race, the live, they are asking their dad, who is this guy? How does he know each and every? He goes right to that. He said he knows. They don't see that in the Tour de France or whatever. He said, the guys, they say, oh, who's that guy? He said, well, he said this guy just rattle off the name. But like you said, consistency. You are wrong. The cyclist. It's that's cycling is my life, and so that give me joy just to be out there and to know the cyclist by people say we see one lead that and you say that's like ROQUE MATUS and because ROQUE MATUS say how you know that that's a pen and style you get to learn the cyclist.
Exactly.
Yes man. Yeah guys, so we are start off. We had a race last week Sunday and make ROQUE and Wendell call it the results, judge and put the results. We are start off with the Ludmilla birthday race. I think we have several categories judged, so whichever category we start with first, I'll have ROQUE and help me so I'll put it up.
All right, so I guess the first race, I'm not sure if this somebody.
Yeah, put it on that one there.
Okay.
Yeah, put it up, George.
Yeah, I'm not sure if the first race the novice race was actually the second race.
The second race, yeah.
But I guess Jovan Nunes was the first. The person who won that race, he's a young kid. He says he's riding long, but he wants to be a real cyclist, and he's already hanging out with some of the real top juniors. So I guess that rub off on him, and so second place was Brian Humphreys. I noticed third place was Fred Usher Jr. So that you have Fred Usher Senior that races for many years.
He's a runner,
right? Oh, he's a runner?
Yeah, he's a
okay,
runner.
so runner turned cyclist.
Yeah.
Kadeem Tam was fourth place. And I think that Shaquille Rice was fifth place for the novice category. So it's good for have novice races because it bringing new faces to the sport, introduce them to the sport. And that especially they don't race it like we, but they still have fun.
Yeah. So I'm not going to joke though, right? So I interviewed Kaya, right? And Kaya said, well, no, the novice get an idea because what it's like, right? When I see riders and I say, boy, get back there, whatever. So one of the rider, now I call the name, but he rode and the man lay out whatever the man told the man said. He said he realized cycling is so hard, right? Because people look at it and say, oh, Joe, by the way, they forget out there, and he said, no, with a novice, we just ride so slow, and we hurt so much, so,
especially when you're just beginning, it's always a shocker, because it look easy, no lie, it look easy until you get there, you feel the breeze, and you understand that this person at the front tire, they pedal so hard, you can't keep up. It is.
All right, George, we can move on to the female category. When Nelly, read that.
Yeah, well, we have the females. Kaya Katus, well-known female cyclist at Belize. Second place, Khadisha Francis, upcoming female. Miss Natalie Lovell. Also, she been riding for a long while too. And it's been a nice while since she come up on that level too, no?
Yeah. So we normally call it this concept. So Kaya rides for Running Rebels. Khadisha rides for Team Imanes, and Natalie Lovell is the wife of Jovan Lovell, and she rides for Team Lovell.
Yeah. And I noticed the female peloton, they grow, and so I think it's important that we have events for them constantly, so that it keep the growth, because part of being a cyclist is to race, and if you don't race, you start losing interest because nobody wants to train. They want that adrenaline rush.
Yeah. So we move on to the other category, George, which would be whichever one you put up the so put that are the C category, yes.
Okay, so that are the Weekend Warriors event. I guess the females also raced
along with them.
With it, so that had 4 categories basically. You had the females, which Wendell just mentioned. Now these are the C category. These are for we call it the grandpa of cycling. The man over 60, but trust me, for the regular person where think they could ride left there whole Monday, come out and feel like, you know, be surprised. So for that, Barney Brown was first place in the C category. He rides for Loans to Go. I love them black jersey. I don't know why they never give Barney one black jersey too. Them black jersey really pretty. The black one. Only Tom look like he wear that. Second place was Warren Cowie from Santino's. And then third place was, we call him Leave Me Alone, Mr. Kenneth Butler. And I think he ride for Team Raptors, right?
Yep.
So that's the first three placing in the C category. Yep. So in the B category, a guy called ROQUE MATUS was first place. He, you know, second place was Kenny Gladden, and third place was Mr. Gilberto Acosta. ROQUE MATUS rides for M&M Engineering. Kenny Gladden rides for Loans to Go, just like Barney Brown, his brother. And Mr. Acosta, I'm not sure what team he rides for.
He rides for Team Stingers.
Team Singers, okay. Team Singers, okay. I couldn't see good pan the jersey. Well, he also really blind.
And so
and then
they win the league.
And the Cat A, we have Kent Bob Gabriel.
Big Bad
Bob from SPD. And second place, I have Sam Baisio from Santino's. And Rolling Rebels, famous Brandon MATUS. Sprinter, Rolling Rebels.
Yeah, no, the race went very fast. You know, we averaged just only tapped under 24 miles an hour. Right, which
1.1, 1.2.
Yeah, but I have to say hats off to the two men they were run, because they hold off the peloton just between 20 and 40 seconds all day. Like.
All day, right? I mean, watch it and I said, man, because I do the markers every time I said, but wait, the gap stay almost the same.
Stay the same. And, you know, I also have to say, you know, big up to, you know, MIDH, City Council, and then we're involved with that new project of the you know, the Northern Highway, because, man, that's one of the most beautiful piece of asphalt where we have in the country right now, closest to Belize City, where you could actually now have a nice criteria without having any problems. You know what I mean? So
I agree.
even when you watch it from aerial views and things with all the paint, the lines marked on the road, it just give Belize one different.
Look international.
Yes, it does. So you know where to get there, right?
Moving on to the elite/junior.
The elite/junior. Well, we have a junior winning the elite by the name of Devin Major from G Flow. Second place, Carlton Robinson from Anthony Mala Alliance team. Dylan Levy, third from G Flow. Tariq Flowers from Anthony Mala. And that he's fourth, and fifth place is Amar Cherrington, the War Tank from G Flow again.
Okay, just before I move on to the next race, just give me a quickly synopsis of what you think happened in a sprint there with this young kid, Devin Major. Is he that fast, or was that serious tactic?
Well, I think he was tactically. He rode like a sprinter. He would position himself correctly, but he also have to be a sprinter to win. So he really rode the race to perfection. At the end, he placed himself, I mean, exactly where I would place myself. He did his jump, and that was it. He ended up winning the race. So he has a lot of races to win. He already is understanding how to sprint and where to be and so on. He does have the sprinting ability. I can see that.
Well, I spoke to him at the shop, and he said, Mr. Dones, I'd wait for Carlton jump, but he said when I say it get closer and closer, he said he decided for jump, and the element of surprise, Carlton couldn't recover from that.
Yeah. And that's what a sprinter does. He is going to wait for someone to jump, but if he now reaches his distance, then he will jump because he knows that that's his best option. That's like a sprinter doesn't wait all day for someone to jump. He will wait. If someone jumps early, he'll follow. But if he reaches his distance, then he jumps, and then he has the advantage at that point because he's at his distance to go maximum.
Yeah.
That's it. What I could say about these young boys, because I watched them for they start ride, and Ahmad Cherrington right there. What I think, I watched a young boy, he does always get up in a race. Devin Major, Keaton, right? All of them every day they sprint. They sprint, and they don't stop till they learn to sprint in the elite itself. And now they just do it in ease because from the small all the way they do the practice, and now perfect.
So consistency.
Yeah.
So we definitely want to big up Mr. Eliud Miller. The man say make it be you want to do an analyst. The man say Mr. Donis I fall in love with cycling. No, he say he want to do like one race almost every month if he had the finance. He said, but yeah, try to have it quarterly now. Yeah. So that like you said, okay, race. So that's so big up yourself, Mr. Eliud Miller, and a beautiful race. Even brought out in the ROQUE came and participate in the in the novice along with some other counselors. And so ROQUE, it shows, like you mentioned, that when you say the grandfathers of cycling, right? Barney Brown, Butler, Warren Cowie, at their age, right? You know what Barney, I call Barney doing a heart surgery, you know, he doing open heart surgery.
Right.
And to be back, and you know, some doctors tell someone, I say, you crazy, me not going to race, but Barney, they out there the race again. But it shows that I want to use bicycle because we love bicycle. Riding a bike, one give you longevity.
Definitely.
One country like the Netherlands is one of the healthiest countries in the world, and all they do that ride bicycle. They have, while the US have 5 cars in one house, they only have 1 car and they have 5 bikes, then that's reverse. So it keeps up. We encourage anybody.
Yeah.
If you're rich and want to spend some more money, ride a bike.
And I want to say this. I was an elite rider, you know, when I was young, going on to like almost 30 years old, and then I stopped riding. Yeah. And then I dedicate my life to my company and stuff. And I didn't do any exercise. And I tell you now, when I'm 44 years old, I jumped back on bike 258 pounds. And
that's so much.
Yes, I was big, and I never had any ambition for race or any of that. Again, I just was doing it for purely health reason because I was already sickly. I had all kind of ulcer problems and stuff like that because all of that sit down behind a computer on this every day. And man, I tell you, I feel at this point, in fact, even the testing where I run, so you know that I've done. Like I literally in a 25-year-old body again.
Yes, I.
You know, and that in itself, where nobody, unless you have gone through that journey where I gone through, you won't understand. I have a lot of friends and cousins where then they tell me about they have to take machine at night and they have to take this drugs and that, and the quality of life where they live poor, and you know, and so I encourage anybody, you know, make sure that. Now, okay, how much money you want to chase, okay, what you want to do, make sure you take out time and exercise, and of course, try to eat healthy. Two messages I got in our life, you know, for anybody, because that like one happiness where you have when no other happiness could give you.
I endorse that. And I don't ride as much as you guys. I fight people pump when I come to the shop. I tell them, I pump the bike. I say, but Mr. Donis, you all, I said, listen to me. You give me a few more years for my life. So I pump, I do everything. I run up the stairs, do this, that. So keeping active, because I say the quality of life. You might have millions of dollars, but if you're in a wheelchair, can't do nothing, and you see the knee pick and the old man where have on the bike, they fly past, you say, man, I had trade that.
Exactly.
Yes, all right, so we move on to this morning Thursday race, George. So I think there was some mistake making one of them, so come to that. So I think let me correct it. So this correct, right?
Yeah,
so okay, go ahead.
All right, so in the category C, again, weekend warriors, we're starting at A, B, and C this morning. Mr. Warren Cowie was first place. Again, a lovely bag of powder bun along with the prize. Yep, Mr. Mark Gentle was second. He look like he need somebody powder bun. Again, Mr. Warren Cowie is from Team Santinos. If you notice, him in a white Sunday in a black.
Yeah.
So they have two color jersey, white and black. Mr. Mark Gentle, I'm not sure what team he ride for.
Miller's Sports Bar.
Okay, Miller's Sports Bar. Okay, so he ride for the same place they have. And then third place was Mr. Edmond Castro from M&M Engineering. So that's the C category.
Yeah. And he's living proof to that.
Yes.
That he actually it's a follow journey and big up after the
yeah.
Moving on to the B category.
Yes, in the B category.
So since what part of mistake happened, right? So just folks, the officials made a mistake. So Barney Brown not supposed to be in a picture. So you could call the result that they were on the side. So you could call it. So you can't call Barney Brown name.
Okay. Well, we have Mr. ROQUE from M&M's. Second place, Mr. Warren Cowie from Santino's again, and Mr. Mark Gentle from Miller's Sport Bar. Yeah.
So Barney will have to erase out the picture, but when we don't get a picture, erase out. And then we move on to the A category.
The A category, we have Brandon Catul from the Rebels again, Mr. ROQUE, MATUS from M&M's. We have two bad sprinters right there, and Sherman Thomas.
Yeah.
Sherman Thomas, also known as the Pest, another running Rebels.
Yeah. Folks, if you notice, I have powder bun. I decide for carry powder bun every Thursday now. When I carry powder bun and get anybody at least something to eat. So I make that. I had a meeting with the Alfred Parks when right after that I make powder bun last night and carried out there. And,
powder bun was delicious.
Yeah. Okay, I see too. Oh, Devin, that's right. Yeah. Yes, what's that? Well, here what this morning I reached it because Rick said he forgot that Thursday he oversleep. Oh. So I call, I text and whatever one. So when the man said, we still going, I tell her, yes man. I said at least when I see part of it, boy, I grabbed the wrong Michael kind of thing, but you know that all part of the excitement. But at least we get to see the final. It was very interesting, like I said. And people like ask me, how you know who I win? I say because having look at one side out there, I could looking at a person's face, like watching Pelin style, and I could know. And then this morning, when I see you and Brandon, I don't say, okay, the two big sprinters out there. Yeah, be between you guys, right? Yep. So yeah, so yes, man. So that rounds up the two races. Now I got a big message for next week Thursday. A big surprise. So. Well, the person called me, I disguised the voice kind of you. He said, please don't make nobody know who he. I tell him, well, I don't know who you. But he's giving away for next week Thursday and be Ruction and Destruction $500 in a there is only what 20 miles, 21 miles?
21 miles.
21 miles, you make $500. So A will win $500. That's any area where come first, the first area will win $500. And the B and C have to battle for the $500. So when they call B and C and B, so the B they become C. So they will get $500. So the first B or C will pass the finishing line will get $500. So I want to big up that. I have to clap. Kevin Logan like upset with me and real up with me. I forgot the bell home now. The bell I forgot to get the race on there and I left the bell home, so I have to clap. So big up the unknown the unknown donor where they give. So it's $1,000 has been given away on a Thursday race. Just imagine $1,000, like you said, okay, some man could eat. So I don't know. The fans want to tune to the race cars. Beware. Definitely beware. And so
big crowd and show up.
Big crowd and show up, yes. So encourage, and he say he's doing it as like a Valentine's You give no because most of the time the female get Valentine's gift, so this time the cyclists not get their gift, so big up that
Say
that
from
donor.
Can Gabriel say they come away from key?
Yes, about $500.
Come
Yeah,
in,
so
come in,
for
bro.
cause on ruction and destruction. Yes, so that we're supposed to report. Coming up, ROQUE, this weekend, the Cycling Federation, they have their final test race through the Mountain Pine Ridge. I think there are different categories, and it's to, I think they take some of the riders to select for some team where it's supposed to be in Colombia, right?
Yeah.
That Colombia, I think Miss Leticia said both Colombia and Costa Rica.
Oh, okay, both.
So two events. One that this year Central American Games and one that Pan American Games.
Oh, okay.
So so I guess that's why they prepare for the teams. Because you know that Costa Rica ain't gonna be flat. You will have climbing legs, so might as well get used to it one time.
Yeah, that's the reason why they have it back there. And then coming up, the 22nd of February, 2026, Leslie's Imports, in collaboration with the Alfred Parks Foundation, brings you the 4th running of the catchable race. I mean, it's a monster event, a lot of prizes. We have foreign riders. I think the guy the Ballet Espinosa that came third in the cross country, he's supposed to come along with a Ballet named Gilberto Quiros. So there are 2 Mexicans. I know which other foreigners are called. I know one young lady says she willing to pay for some Guatemalans because she don't want the who make canasto who one of them someone so so we hope that some Guatemalans come in, but registration what happened, they have some issue with account, so people could stop by the bike shop, register, when get a receipt, sign a name, and then so we ask time to fly, and so we ask them for please come and start register for this monster event coming up the 22nd of February. I believe next week and the following week, members from the Alfred Parks team or family will be in studios to give more. They have a ton load of prizes, a lot of sponsors, people still the car, they give prizes. They will have a King of the Hills, and they will have a most aggressive rider. Now, kind of like, they don't give them more details, but the aggressive, they just use the fans, but fans tend to be biased, right? So they say, and I want to ask you this, okay? Aggressive means that you mostly have to the front. So aggressive, no attack for the back of the field open. And say, why? We just want to be aggressive back. No, you can't aggressive back. You have to aggressive the front, right? So we want to get that in the cyclist that you have to open the front for have eligible to the prize, right? And the King of the Hills, they use certain hills. I think they use Rolling Creek Hill, Brickwall, Mount Cope, Frual Park, Pan Return, the opposite side. They go slow, and I think but they were definitely, and I got points. I think they give 3, 2, 1. I'm not sure exactly, but I'll wait for them to come in studios and explain in detail. So, folks, the big buns are coming up. We're going to be live in your living room. Guys, start to register. You'll get some nice prizes. The bull is there. The bull is waiting for you at Floral Park. You ready on okay?
Yes, I'm ready, definitely.
Yeah.
And then we start for nothing.
Yeah. Will you miss any other race? I mean,
the Valentine's Classic will also come up the week before that.
The week, yes, but I spoke to Mr. Let and he said, il n'a bien
tour.
Il n'a bien tour, but they don't have big race because the main sponsor, which is DJ, then they have some issues internally, so apparently one. The race will still be on, but it not be as grand. So if anybody want to help the Cycling Federation, reach out to Ms. Let, Mr. Glenn Flowers, or any of the members, because that's a good race for prep for the cross country too.
Definitely.
Yeah,
all these races coming up where they have funny, the Valentine's Classic, the Catch a Bull, and the Belmont Pan Classic. Then one good, and then even our race, which we.
But I don't think they have none much. I don't think they have no race.
The 9th of March, they have that.
They have it on the thing?
Yeah, but not 9th. They have it the 8th, 19th.
Oh, okay. So different for so your weekend. All right, okay.
Yeah, so then the events are all good events because then alone journey events.
Yeah, alone journey events. Yeah.
So definitely that one good preparation. that just the riders need for now for training between them.
Yeah, true.
Right?
True. Okay, you mentioned something, right? I remember when I made the ride cross country, we may do almost 7 hours, now they're under 5 hours, so you may say you go wow, mad when you, but these guys are going much faster, but when they come back, we are chat some more.
Right.
Yeah, so folks, that's it, so we'll take a short break, and when we return, we get deep into the Eminem's tour coming up.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, the break is being brought to you by 3.14 Pies, Southern Queen Products, and Sentable Gifts. We'll be back.
The family and friends of Alfred Parks, in collaboration with Leslie's Imports and the Cycling Federation of Belize, proudly present Catch the Bull for Me. It's the 4th annual Alfred Parks Memorial Cycling Race. It's going down Sunday, February 22nd, 2026 at 8 a.m. sharp. Primetime riders, both Belizean and foreigners, will take off from the beautiful village of Cotton Tree, head west, where they will make a U-turn at the Santa Elena roundabout. Then travel all the way to Belize City for the exciting finish some 95 miles later in front of Leslie's Imports. This is an open race, and there will be fabulous prizes at the finish and along the route, including the coveted bull. The junior males, youth males, and elite women will race from Rowing Creek. Join us as we honor our very own 2-time cross-country champion. Catch all the action live on our Donis Bike Shop, Facebook, and YouTube pages. It's the 4th annual Alfred Parks Memorial Cycling Race on Sunday, February 22nd. Don't miss it.
Nothing's gonna stop us now.
Sponsored by Leslie's Imports, Ordonis Bike Shop, As the Wheel Turns, Margarita's Home Decor, Ashton Clothing, Cycling Federation of Belize, The Lodge at Cha Creek, Moy Uno Sports, Racino's Imports, Vegas Distributors, Benny's, AAA Imports, The Brew, Aruna Resort, Belize Tourism Board, Creme Radio and XTV, Belize Water Services, the Ministry of Public Utilities, Elections, Logistics and E-Governance, Belize City Council, and La Rubea Resort.
Welcome back. Okay, so now we get into business. So, of course, I'm joined here by Mr. ROQUE MATUS, no stranger. You hear this name over, and young Williams Jr. So coming up in March, ROQUE, you're having a 4 days tour. I want you to, talk to the fans. I understand you have a website, you have a whole team around you. This thing, big man, our whole website you have developed for this race. But ROQUE, let's get into the how the race came up and explain to the fans.
No problem. Thank you, Andrew. Well, we have a tour. It's called M&M Engineering Weekend Warrior Tour of Belize. I wish I could have said the 6 districts, but we are seeing 3 out of the 6, right? The reason this came up was people have been asking me, including many cyclists, to bring back a tour. I used to do a lot of tours back in the early 2000s, and I actually had it grow all the way till it reached to UCI status. I think it's the only ever UCI 2.1 event that ever was held in Belize, right? So, but that took so much planning. I felt like it had consumed me for a whole year. So I fast forward to, and after I was burnt out, to be honest with you. So I fast forward back now, or I shouldn't say back, fast forward, almost 20 years later. And I feel like now I have, the staff, the people around me, and of course the experience to do it, right? So I decided about a month ago to launch this tour, right? With a slightly different objective initially. At the end of the day, I want to more or less get to where we were in having maybe 2 or 3 tours a year, one for elites, one for the club members, and definitely one for females, right? And I say elites, juniors, I should say, to not take out anyone. But this first one is definitely the way to go, because what we're hoping to achieve eventually with this tour is to attract hundreds and hundreds of international riders into the country. So beside a bicycle race, we want to sell Belize. You know, that's what we want to do. We want it for tourism. We want to because you see what happens is that what these tours do, you know, as soon as you get it to a level where you start getting 300-400 people coming into your country, they're not coming for a day. There are also people that will spend a lot of money. You know, they will stay at nice hotels, they will eat good food, they will drink our nice beers, because it's like more the recreational cyclists rather than the elite riders, right? And they bring their wives, they bring their kids, they bring, some of them that are older bring their grandchildren. So basically this is the start of that, right? So it will definitely help our riders, because in the club we have young riders as well as old riders, right? So us older guys, we pass on experience and, you know, and so forth. And the younger guys, hopefully that gets in the club, some of them go on to be good elite riders, you know what I mean? So that's the purpose of this first tour. Also, the riders will experience something a lot of them have never experienced in their life, which is racing for 4 days. Right. They're used to racing one day, and then they have a whole week to recover. This is going to be 4 days of, you know, pounding and riding in different areas, different types of terrains, different distances. So, you know, different people will shine on different days. That's what it would be like. Yeah. So, and the race starts March 6th to March 9th.
Did you have a team, you know, a team around you that select the course, or you did it on your own, or
okay,
how you select the course?
Basically the course was mainly my idea. I kind of like consulted a bit with Mr. Trigab on the course and so on. I did a little bit of surveying to see where people live in the country, you know, to try and figure out what would be the best place, you know, logistically, right? But I also want the riders to start seeing more of Belize, because a lot of us are from Belize City area and we race mainly around Link Road, right? Yeah. I want them to know and see the coastal highway. A lot of them have never been in the Hummingbird, and the Hummingbird is one of the most beautiful picturesque terrain you can imagine, right? So I want them to also see that. And our last stage is in Belmopan, and that's a very tricky course, you know. People don't realize it, but it's a fun course to race on, but it has its tricks in it also. Yeah. So in terms of the course, I am the one that basically, you know, developed the course, but I did consult with, you know, several people before I got the final course in. Somebody has a question. Okay.
Then they say, question, are the juniors allowed to ride this tour?
This one, the juniors are not allowed to ride. This one, that's what I'm saying. I'm planning 3 different events, right, for this year. This is the first of the 3 of them. And the junior tour, I have to have it in the summer because juniors go to school.
Right.
So, you know, I don't want to have a race when they're not in, you know, that they will have to miss school and so forth. So the junior event, we're planning that like June, July of this year.
Windela, I know you do some of the, maybe we can talk more about the course, but did you get a chance to do some recon rides and the course? So maybe we could talk to the folks how you find the course.
Well, the first stage, because I studied, I don't ride 3 out of the 4 stages. But the first stage at 3 laps at the Link Road. That started 5:30. Everybody know 2 laps about 21 miles, so one more will be 31.8. 31.8. And the second course where Democracy, Democracy to Hope Creek and back to Democracy. Me and Mr. ROQUE ride a course there.
Last week Thursday.
Yeah, and the course really nice. It's flat, to be honest.
Challenging, right?
Challenging because Maybe you don't see the match when it's setting, all the climate change and things. So, like when I went to ride Thursday, I know it was be totally different in a match. The crosswind and such over to come in at the mountain. You still be hard, you know, but you be nice. You understand? You have flat terrain, nobody care about, oh, we got to high, or you know. But after that stage, you know, we have pine range.
Yes, that one I want to hear about.
We have 50 odd miles through the mountainous terrain, and that right there was, I don't say you seal the deal, but that right there was set was solid foundation of the general classification of like. And then the last stage, I call it the T. They have the whole George Price Boulevard at Bemapan, but they have, I'm not sure of the name of the cutoff where we are turning, but on the curve, when you come up, you remember the race they had where Baby Chap is going fast. They have a lane right on that curve there.
Okay.
Where they pave, we go in and
Yeah, now brand new road.
brand new road.
Okay,
Yeah.
So we basically do that George Price course, but halfway upon it it's called a Gole State Road. Brand new road.
Brand new
Okay.
road.
You go up about 2 miles and then you turn and then you come back. That's
Oh,
what I'm
alright. Okay, that's what I did. Okay,
Yeah.
see, yeah, see. Because of course I do about 3 races on a course, but they're just up and down. But now you're going to the T.
Correct. And
Okay.
the thing is, I train a lot for my gravel bike, so I go adventure, you know, all over the place. Sometimes I would be like, you know, on my recovery ride on a Monday, I didn't even want to go up on the road. I just jump on my gravel bike and I end up to do 30 miles inside of Belmopan.
Okay.
Because, you know, you catch paved road and you catch unpaved road, but the gravel bike give you
You
the
can't
ability
handle
for
it.
ride anyway, you know.
Okay.
So that, but I think when they'll never touch the mountain pine ridge stage.
Yeah. Yeah, you go ahead, because I wonder if the laps or the
Yeah.
back. Okay.
Well, the reason we chose laps was for 2 things, right? I spent a lot of time in a mountain pine ridge. First of all, it's a newly paved road, 55 miles long. We have 15 bridges there, some amazing bridges, right? Each one of them different. But the course, the real world championship course, you know, and there's part of it that is very technical, and then there's part of it that is okay. When I say technical, like you literally have switchback on it, like Europe. So I didn't really want to take the race there because I think that even our cyclists now have that experience. You know, you don't want to go past a switchback where you go 50 miles an hour and you have a nearly a hairpin curve on it. And so we did laps on a part of the course that it's wide and, you know, relatively easy in terms of maneuvering. But also, so we have coverage, you know, live coverage. So I took the race up to about 1,800 feet above sea level, but like on a plateau, but you still have climbs, but it's not coming way down in the valley where, you know, you would lose signal. So that, I didn't want to lose signal.
Yes, because you want the fans to
I
ride.
want full service in the zone. So on that day, we're doing 5 laps. But on the 5th lap, we are going to one of the valleys, which we do have signal, and then we're going to climb a category 3 climb. I mean, this is rank, like world class category 3 climb, so it's tough, you know, and it comes at the end. So basically the road, the race won't, it will be like the world championship where guys will be getting dropped every lap, but not into pieces. And then the last lap, that's where hell will break loose. You know?
Yeah, Chris, I'm just like to play funny. Yeah, and that's why I'm very interested in the mountain panel, because I want to know if you want to do the 7-mile climb. So you're not going through upon and got Monkey Falls, no?
No, we're not going through that. We're actually staying up by Blancano Lodge area. And then on the last lap, we're coming down past the checkpoint all the way to the butterfly place that the way down in the valley. And then you climb up back. Basically, about 900 feet elevation gain.
So each lap is how many miles?
Each lap is about 10 miles.
10 miles, so 5 and 5.
Yeah, so a little bit over, because believe it or not, you have a little bit on that 10 miles per lap, but then the last lap is a little bit more than 10 miles. So you're only going 2 more miles farther down, you know, but then 2 miles alone downhill.
Yeah. Let me ask, is that the same course that the Cycling Federation is using? At this
No.
moment?
They are on part of it, but they don't go down the big hill. They kind of stay up at the top only. So I think what they do is on the last lap, I think they went the opposite way, right?
Christopher Andrews, you know, a cyclist, he's a bicycle rider.
Yeah, but another thing about this, you know, a lot of people think that that third stage is going to be a stage for a climber. But if you're a relatively good climber but really fit, you can either win that stage or win the tour, because remember, you're coming after a 72-mile race and a 30-mile the day before. So if you are mashed up after that 72-mile race, you could be the best climber, and but you don't have no legs. You don't get pop off, and you don't have a feature. Simple as that.
Well, okay. So Belizean riders like say, man, that they like say that rough, but like I always say, cycling not for the faint of heart. If you love cycling, you have to train, because you know what I mean. Just imagine without use, we supposed to have a road like the Tour de France, but they go up and up and up. When I say somebody switch back that Europe, I say people really ride bicycle. I say they might have to be crazy, you understand? So we are nowhere close to that. But even with for little rollers, cyclists cry. But like we mentioned, if you want to raise the level, if you want to have competition come abroad and take part, you have to train, right? And if you want to compete, you can be, man, that's too hard. It shows that you want to take part in a social, right?
Yeah, no, and you know, I mean, I have said this to Baby Chav and these guys, you know, for a long time ago. If you want to be a true cyclist, you have to race in all sorts of environment and all sorts of terrain, right? Because that's what you do outside, right? Today you're racing a crit, tomorrow you're going up a mountain, the next day you're going down a mountain. One day you'll be on paved road, you know, then there's some gravel in the race, or off-roading. You have to be well-rounded. That's the truth, right? You can't say, oh, me only race pan this and me only race pan that, and so forth, right? So the tour brings that. The first day, definitely a sprinter race, right? I mean, a little bit longer than the 2 laps, definitely a sprinter's race. The second race, a sprinter could still win, right? But it's more an endurance event because it's long. The third race, I call it a strongman race, basically, right? Not necessarily a climber's race. To me, a climber's race is when you go to Colombia now and you meet a 15-mile climb. That's a climber's race, right? This not that long that you have to be a pure climber to win. And then the fourth day, again, that one quit. So, you know, I guess they asked about a technical guide for the tour. We are finalizing the technical guide and we'll have it on the website. There is a little button you can press, but the technical guide hasn't been loaded yet. I think I have a draft of it, about 20 pages long already.
Okay.
But I just have some stuff to add on to it before I post it on the you know, the website. So here's the proof that a technical guide is being created.
Yes.
I just want to touch a little bit on the categories. This race is basically a weekend warrior race with masters from around the world that are invited with 2 conditions. We're not inviting what we call the pro masters, like guys that have ridden a UCI event in the last 2 years, or of course any one of them that has been on a continental team, right? So we have a lot of masters that have been, or a master that holds a 1-2 license in the US, right? So those are the conditions which are in this guide, because this is more like the amateur version of the tour, right? Yeah. When we have the elite version of the tour, you know, in August, that's going to be who want to come. You know what I mean? So that different event, right? This one is more geared towards like cycling tourism. Now, then I asked about jerseys, so I'll get into categories. We have 5 categories. We have the what we call Division 2, which are the younger riders in the club, like the ones under 40. We have the Masters A, which is the 40 plus. We have the Masters B, which is the 50 plus, and the Masters C, which is 60 plus. And each of them will get a jersey if they're leading the tour for their category each day. So if, for example, Barney Brown, they lead the C, he's the first C after the first stage, he will be presented with his jersey and lead. And the same thing for female. The female is the 5th category that we have. Apart from that, we have a sprinter's jersey. So every day we have sprints, and who accumulate the most points uses the sprinter jersey. And for answer Christopher Andrew jersey, we know they have no polka dot jersey. What we they have now a Jaguar jersey. So instead of the red spots, we they have that Jaguar spot by your jersey, right? Because the Mountain Pine Ridge is famous for Jaguars. So that's something I need to say. And there's a lot of innovations that we're doing to the store, which we hope will be carrying on. For example, signage. We have a sponsor, Thai Club and Sons Limited, that has come in. They are going to be sponsoring signs. So like before like you reach the race route on either side, for example, on Link Road, we'll have a sign that says bicycle race ahead, proceed with caution. So people understand that, you know, look out, right? And we'll put that up, you know, along the coastal highway too, and Mountain Pine Ridge and so forth. Another thing, we have Oceana that has joined us. One of the things, man, and I have to say guilty, like back in the days, I used to just get my little bag of water, spray it over my head and throw it away. Over the last 4 or 5 years, I have begun to love my country, honestly. And that's why with jersey, I got 3 pockets, and anything I get, sometimes when the race done, I just saw that dirt box. I had to take out all my bags and my gels and things. So, one of the things I had spoken to Oceana about was the campaign to be clean and environmentally friendly. So we're going to have 2 neutral supports in the race, and they have donated a quite large amount of water bottles. So we're not going to be giving out bag of water.
Oh, you're like a pouch?
We're not pouch. We're giving you a real water bottle, right? And I know nobody can throw with a water bottle, right? They keep that in their jersey. So, I mean, we know they're sending back for it. It's a souvenir and a token, but I hope that it brings consciousness to keeping the environment clean. So we want to have a clean race, because many years ago when I had the race, I had to have a crew behind the race picking up garbage, and I don't have to have that. We'll also have a designated area where you could throw anything you want and then pick up that, but you're just straight in a designated area. But you know, under pressure, one man get a bag of water and you just hurry, grab it, put it over your head and throw it away. So we're going to be giving out water bottles instead of doing that, right? Each of the jerseys have a sponsor, which is going to be on the website. You know, we have the yellow jersey already taken by Atlantic Bank. We have the green jersey by Progresso Cement. You know, we have MIDH. I think they take the white jersey. You know, and they're a partner with us because obviously we are racing on their roads, and we have to say Belize are getting a lot of roads, beautiful roads. So, you know, and so we have these sponsors. We have Publix that came on today. What we're doing is every single rider will have 2 numbers and a frame number, and it's going to be color coded, so we'll make your life even easier, Andrew. So, like for example, the red the 50, the blue the 40, the white the 30, and so and so forth, and the females pink. So all that we're doing as in a set to make the race more colorful and easier to run, because tour is a very complex race, right? It's a lot of races within a race, and not like a one-day classic, right? There's a lot more work involved, even officiating the race. So we have to try and make it as easy as possible.
I want to ask, is it by time or by points?
Well, it's by time for each of the general classification, right? The points is just mainly for the green jersey and the mounting jersey.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in the guide, it will be posted, like I said, I promised by Monday. I gave my people in the office Monday for have everything type up. In the guide, it will say every location where we're giving these points away, and of course, it's going to be a prize along with the little points, just like you get station prize, but you get points on the station prize.
Okay.
Right. So all of that we have arranged already.
Roque, in the first January race, I interviewed Prado, and his the only issue he had with the race that they didn't have markers like where they say like 1 mile to go,
Correct.
half a mile. Well,
Correct.
they use kilometers, right?
Correct.
He said he hoped that the federation would take that, and because yes, we know, people say, but they're supposed to know. We know, but like I said, when man in a punishment, then
Right.
you name like look, you understand? Because and so will you have
Well, it worse than that. When a foreigner come to your country, it's hard for him to recon the course. Not all the time he can recon the course. So what we'll have is before each sprint point, we'll have like 1 kilometer to go to the sprint, a big sign, and then of course the sprint. So they at least are aware 1 kilometer
right.
from the finish that there's that.
Yeah.
The same thing at the finish line, and of course we'll have a big gantry where all our sponsors are going to be posted each day, and also the backdrop, the podium will have all the sponsors. So we'll have a lot of signage along the route for King of the Mountains and intermediate sprints. So that will be the way we'll have the race going on, right? Yeah.
Nigel asked, put about a question, George. Nigel asked a question. So, what is the criteria for sponsor?
Well, basically, Nigel, we could send you what we call a sponsorship, the sponsorship request. We have all sorts of different level of sponsors, from yellow jersey, right? We have the yellow jersey for the overall 40 plus. We have the white jersey for the 50 plus. We have the blue jersey for the 60 plus. We have the red jersey for the Division 2, which are the riders under 40, and the pink jerseys for the female. So they can only different price because the price of along with it also different. So I could send that to you if you're interested. I think we still have 3 jerseys that we haven't gotten sponsorship on. The female, I think the red, and the mounting jersey. So those are it. I could send it to you.
So Roque, how can one register for this race?
Okay, so on the website there's a page that says registration, and basically it has the account number, and so you just do the payment and then send us a picture of the transaction. And right now, as soon as you do that, your names are being posted. So your team name, your country, and everything. And we have had that. I mean, to be honest, this year we didn't plan it with enough time, but we are already getting a lot of interest from outside. In fact, it was so funny. The day I sent the first flyer, I got a call from Colombia, and the same night, a Colombian rider bought his ticket.
See?
Right? The same night. He never play. He asked me a 10 question and boom.
He interested.
Right?
Yeah.
So he don't get a ticket set, and several other riders don't confirm with me. They don't buy the ticket and things. So that, and they send it to me. So I'm like, Adi come.
Yeah, for sure.
Very cool.
Obviously, but QR code, definitely scan.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
The registration page.
Right.
Okay.
So there's a lot of information on the website already. A lot of information, and information will be going more and more as the race comes closer. And so it's a very live website. I have to thank my son, ROQUE MATUS, the third, although he calls himself Junior, because my father also ROQUE MATUS. He bring back the technology, setting up, websites and stuff. So he did an excellent job on getting this so quickly. I mean, I had one back in 2008, but I'm a struggle, and I see him do things in a
Quick,
like 10 minutes rather than take months or though.
the young kids nowadays, this computer age really,
Right.
you know, they got it down pack.
So yeah, I mean, it's going to be a very nice race. It's going to be a long-lasting experience. Like I said, the goal eventually is to get that 500 people coming to Belize, and then you can begin to have a 50-plus race, a masters race for 40, one for 30 by itself.
Yeah.
You know, but we want to grow properly together, you know what I mean? And then elites at the same time. I mean, all events could go on at the same time. So that's the goal. And I will tell you why I know Belize could be very successful of this. And this will grow cycling for this country, right? In general, because Belize is a very low populated place. So we still not have the problems where we have when we go to Colombia or when we go to Dominican Republic, where, man, like, forget to the start of the race. You're worried if you don't get there. Because of the traffic and all the things that goes on. And then safety-wise, like, you know, some of these countries is a lot more dangerous to race than us. Well, Colombia is very good because they close the entire road. But the manpower with that take, you know what I mean? And of course, they have thousands of people. And the other things that we can have in our country to the grand funders, you know.
Well, I think the Minister of Sports and the Honorable Anthony Mala, I think he mentioned that he talked to the people from Mark Cavendish and trying to get him here to do a grand funder. So, ROQUE, like I said, the sport of cycling, I don't want to boast, but the sport of cycling have excelled above all other
yes,
sports.
Definitely. I mean, it's very solid, you know, and it's going, you know, it's going good, and we just have to keep it up, keep up the momentum, come up with new ideas, you know, and new stuff. And I think, and we are seeing the results, you know. Think about it. 10 years ago, we didn't even have a continental pro rider. Now we have a couple. That's a big move. We have an amazing results from Chavarria in the Panama. Panama. I mean, 16 at the Vuelta Cherokee. He raced the Tour of Costa Rica, where I don't think any Belizean had ever raced in history and finished. You know what I mean? I know he's on a team in Asia. You have Jiven and Baby Assassin Briseño. They're racing for Legions of you know, and so it's going, and it's these tiny steps, right? And Curious, for example, went before them, right? But it's just continue with tiny steps for us to get there. You can't just, you know, do it a little while and give up. This, you know, cycling is a long process.
You have to plant the seed and water.
In fact, let me give you an example of how the seed grows, right? In 1987, British sent a team to the Tour de France, right? Britain. And I have that's on YouTube, if anybody don't believe me. After the third stage, not one of them, I don't know how maybe they got a wild card or what, not one of them was still in the race. After the third stage. The second stage, they showed them, you know, struggling way behind. They couldn't even last 3 days. Britain in the 90s with Chris Boardman and Eman sit down and created a program, you know, like a 10-year program. And then they end up with, I think, at least 2 Tour de France winners. They end up with Christopher Froomes and Bradley Wiggins, you understand me? So it's about a program, right? And this program, like I was telling you in the commercial break, comes from all of us, right? All of us doing our little part. You doing your part, I doing my part, the other sponsors doing their part, the president doing a part. You know, that's what is going to grow the cycling in the country, right? And it's, you know, it's good for the youths, and it's good for everybody in general. The more people get involved, even if you don't race and you just go on social rides and so, you know, got the Dr. Bill high, you know. The Dr. Bill very high, okay? You're not surprised, but no, the Dr. Bill.
You know, so didn't know
So we're at the ROQUE, we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll return back, and we have a lot more to talk about. We have giveaways, I don't have the belly tonight. Kevin Logan don't beat me up. I forgot that down. You know, remember I have a new old brains. But we are taking a short break, and when we return, we'll be back with Roque and Wendell talking more about cycling, the M&M store, and some other questions. So we'll be back. The break is brought to you by 3.14 Pies, Southern Queen Products, and Sentable Gifts. We'll be back.
Family and friends of Alfred Parks, in collaboration with Leslie's Imports and the Cycling Federation of Belize, proudly present Catch the Bull for Me. It's the 4th annual Alfred Parks Memorial Cycling Race. It's going down Sunday, February 22nd, 2026 at 8 a.m. sharp. Primetime riders, both Belizean and foreigners, will take off from the beautiful village of Cotton Tree, head west, where they will make a U-turn at the Santa Elena roundabout. Then travel all the way to Belize City for the exciting finish some 95 miles later in front of Leslie's Imports. This is an open race, and there will be fabulous prizes at the finish and along the route, including the coveted bull. The junior males, youth males, and elite women will race from Rowing Creek. Join us as we honor our very own 2-time cross-country champion. Catch all the action live on our Donis Bike Shop, Facebook, and YouTube pages. It's the 4th annual Alfred Parks Memorial Cycling Race on Sunday, February 22nd. Don't miss it.
Nothing's gonna stop us now.
Sponsored by Leslie's Imports, Ordonis Bike Shop, As the Wheel Turns, Margarita's Home Decor, Ashton Clothing, Cycling Federation of Belize, The Lodge at Jack Creek, Moy Uno Sports, Racino's Imports, Vegas Distributors, Benny's, AAA Imports, The Brew, Aruna Resort, Belize Tourism Board, Creme Radio and XTV, Belize Water Services, the Ministry of Public Utilities, Elections, Logistics and E-Governance, Belize City Council, and La Rubea Resort.
Welcome back to where somebody said the best thing happened on Thursday night. We are here in beautiful Barrel Room. Again, I'm joined by these two great gentlemen, Mr. Roque Matos, no stranger. This man has a success story. I know Roque. Roque tell you, from him going to primary school, I know Roque. I know the love he had for cycling, and he went on study, and he built the best bridge in Belize. Watch the bridge alone. There's so much bridges. Watch the Halover Bridge. I mean, the man now an engineer, and even after all that, he returned to the bike. And you said, man, say when you got a doctor say, your machine you work like a well-tuned machine. But back to cycling, Roque. The race. Who will officiate it? Who will run the race?
Okay, well, the race will be officiated through the Weekend Warriors Club, right? They have a very good system of running races and so forth. So I'm basically organizing the event itself in terms of, the sponsorship, publicity, and so forth. But when the race actually starts, I turn it over to them to actually run the events, right? I think the chief referee will be Mr. Crawford.
Okay.
We'll also have Mr. Alana Will with the setting up all the point system and the logistics of getting all of that ready and quickly, because we don't want one of the problems we have at Belize sometimes when the race done and we wait till midnight to get the result. No, we want within 1 hour and a half split all of that out. And so Alana Will, a mathematician, he used to do it for me years ago. And so I brought him back. I shouldn't say I asked him back politely to help us with that part, right? So, but it's basically Weekend Warriors that will be, officiating the race.
Yeah. George, there's a question and the thing
but that's sorry, the catch bull.
Oh, for the catch bull, will the female be able to race for what prize? Mr. Wade, the people from the catch bull will be in studios next week, and I believe the following week, so they want to give a full rundown. So definitely get that information to you. Yes, thanks for the question. Yeah, okay. Like the tour, do they have, when they have the broom wagon and they have a cut-off time where if you don't make a certain time, they get eliminated? Will such a thing happen, or because of our small population, you will allow somebody to finish?
No, we won't have in the technical guide, we don't have a cut-off time. So, you finish at your own time that you can do it in. The cut-off time, the more for the real elite races, right?
Yeah, right.
Yep. So, if somebody go up, and you won't believe this, right? But somebody that can't climb, can't last in the hill stage, and you could come right back and win the next day.
True.
I mean, I went to a Vuelta de Guatemala years ago, Masters, of course, when I was in my early 30s, and the mountain stage I come in last. Right, and the next stage I win, but look for me and say, how the hell you do that? How you come in last one day and first the next day?
Yeah.
Tell them, well, today I'm a sprint stage, so
you must survive.
Yep.
That's your backyard.
And that's cycling, you know what I mean? The climber now win the sprint stage and the sprinter now win the climbing stage. It's as simple as that. So, yeah, no cut time.
How much you have the names of your particular team, the riders that will be participating?
Yeah, we have so far, I think that 10 riders on our team that will be participating. I have me, Wendell, Ryan Willoughby, Francisco Flores, Hubert Johnson, Edmond Castro for sure, Mike Wagner.
No, Cito Matos.
No, Cito no, because he's not in the club.
Oh, he's not in the club, okay.
Pee-wee.
Okay.
Gianni Flores.
Yeah, Gianni Flores.
Gianni Flores.
And I don't know who else they missed from. I think we missed one more person.
Martinez.
Oh yeah, Preston Martinez. Yes.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
missed the super domestic.
Oh yes, if you use championship.
With the work on that, we have a meeting next week with the gentleman from the time chip because one of the problem we have so far, and I have to talk to him about it, is what we know we will have is two very, very high level cameras at the finish line, not phone. That's how we used to do it in the past. So even if we use the chip, that will be backup. Right? To get the data quick, because a phone takes a lot longer than these cameras, the high level cameras.
Right,
where actually could frame by frame.
And give you a millisecond to finish.
Right. So one of the problem is when we get the data, I notice from the chip, it just give you the real time. But you have to still take that and put that back in an Excel. And
with fractions and so.
No, like for example, and this is something you have to understand in a tour. Say 100 guys are coming to the finish line, right? And they all compact.
Bunch up.
You got the first guy, they finish first, right? At 1 hour, 1 minute, and 1 second. But the 100th guy go actually the 100 seconds behind that man.
True.
And the chip won't read it that way.
Yeah.
Right? So we have to take that data and make it that they have the same time as the first man. As long as you don't got a 3-second gap between one rider to the next.
They get the same time.
Yeah. But once you have that gap, then that next set of man actually get the time of that guy that made that 3-second snap. So that one funny thing in a tour, a lot of man like come to us in a tour and I never win it, so I freewheel 500, 700 meters when I finish and come 20 seconds behind the group and think that they don't get the same time. No, you don't get
20 seconds behind the first man.
20 seconds, no, you don't get the time behind the first man plus the real time you get. So that one funny thing. So the chip in itself, I need to see how that can be like edited, or if not, we have to manually edit that.
I get
right?
that.
So that the lead drawback. I'm not sure if they have the software available for do things like that. So I will have a meeting with a gentleman for say that aspect of it, because that's the problem when I got the results the other day, it just read your real time, right? And you'd have to go in at that and watch it and see where gaps are and all of that, you see.
Ben, like you said, okay, so much going on. I see all the sponsors up there, but we know Yambi one awesome event. We know, we get a lot of views because, like I said, foreign nations will come in. There are people who watch it even though I don't talk Spanish. That doesn't know I don't talk Spanish. But yeah, definitely when like you mentioned, people might see it small, but you mentioned it's sports tourism because the cyclists now come in, they might bring their family, they're going to go to the restaurant, they catch taxi, they're going to the Keys. So they're not only people say, oh, the cyclists are winning, but the business community will benefit because dollars will be spent.
Definitely.
The hotels, I mean, so everybody gain from this. Everybody gain from this.
Correct.
And what happened? They're going to say, man, Belize is beautiful.
Yeah.
We'll have to visit there. Even if people might come for race, but next time they come as on vacation because they enjoy it so much. So what they do, that's something big, and I say I hope they see that catch on and grow, like crazy.
Correct.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So we got some questions. We have some giveaways. I don't have the bell, so I have to clap when I win. So and then we'll do a few more things and then we'll close off. I say we could go all night and talk, but a beautiful, like I said, we only have an hour and a half that is show, but so much to try, just pushing it. Yeah. So Georgian having it, so you could start the first question. Okay. Okay, Georgian is prepared.
I could read the first one.
So show them when I win it. They win a shirt, Knights of the Living Legend. You hold up.
Knights of the Living Legend.
Why is it my shirt?
Yeah, true.
I want to pick up Mr.
Pretty shirt.
Oswald Bowman. Yes, Mr. Oswald Bowman, giving a prize.
So question number 1. All right. So question number 1 is, who was the 2003 Junior Cyclist of the Year?
Why?
That's the question, right?
Okay, yeah. See who was the? All right, who was the 2003 Junior Cyclist of the Year? Man, I can't remember that.
Yeah, that's a hard question. That's a hard question.
But the guys that were fellas cycling okay, one notice. I want to pick up Mr. Elston Wade, Mr. Elston Wade Jr. actually, Elston Wade Jr. He provides all these questions and answer, and Mr. ROQUE MATUS, Mr. ROQUE MATUS, Mr. Elston Wade is very. One time I tell the man you're wrong, the man said no, the man was right indeed. So the man always got the thing together. Well, it don't matter, you have to go, Yes, that's correct, yep. The predicted first one here, so Keith Enright
Senior.
Because
the junior, I don't think we banned it.
Yeah. So, Adrian.
You didn't even ring the bell, Joe?
Bye, Kevin, you're going to call me tomorrow and say, do this. But Kevin, remember, I'm an old man, 63 years old, so the brain's kind of leave again. I don't do this, right? But, I don't, but the brother does something, Kev, right? Fans, they hear what people say, the whole man know all the people in name, you see? So, my brain's occupied with knowing names of cyclists than certain other stuff, so,
That's how it goes. Sure.
So, yeah.
Question,
Oh, I have this shirt off for a long time. I use this. This is for the Miguel brothers. I want to big up Mr. Dolfo and Alda Cabral. So I could turn it around and see the champions in the back of it. The Miguel brothers.
The dynasty and
Yeah. So somebody will win that shirt. Big up yourself, Dolfo. I know Dolfo and his wife, they tune in, they give prize all the time on the show, but they tune in. He said, he could tell me everything I say. As I go live, he narrates the song, he said, I say everything. The man said, you know, call my name today? I said, all right.
All right, so the second question is, what year was Cool Runnings Ordonez Bike Shop cycling team founded, and who was the captain?
You know something? when I read that tonight, me even forgot that I had my partner one team. I mean, I had my name.
So much in your
Yeah.
archives of memory.
Yeah.
I can't say. I can't screenshot.
Thanks, Ken. Thanks.
Big Bob.
Bob.
Big Bob.
See you out there, bro.
Bob in the lead on the last Sunday,
Yes,
boy.
sir.
The man gone for that tape to taping going on, okay?
Yep.
The man say, you know, bring no sprinters.
Yeah.
You know, lay down the law. The man say, put a lot of pressure on him when I kind of big bad
The man say you want to go for GC, so
I want to go for GC, okay, cool.
in the tour, so I mean, he may go a couple Mexican way. You have to make sure he got some good soldiers to help him pan.
Okay, and something like so, it's good that teams are really have to ride as team and
Yep.
support their
Yep.
riders, right?
They have
It's
to.
it not be a, another one next thing we
Yeah,
want to touch
team
upon, right?
effort.
Meanwhile, we wait for your
Yeah.
answer.
Yeah. People also put the other two-part answer to them.
Oh, the two-part?
Yeah, the two-part answer. So
The two-part.
what year and who was the captain?
Yeah, I know that man there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, in a one tour, you really need to know who the GC rider, right? And you can't fool yourself. And everybody have to rally around that man. Sometimes you could get two, but
most of the time you
but most of the time the one,
Yep.
right? And even if you got two, the one way realize and you got the same legs like the other one have to start counter realization and make that sacrifice quick, right? If not, you know, I get the best results, right?
So for the fans, I want to know. So what are really the role of the support team or what we call the domestic? What are their role?
Man, they have a lot of things. For example, in our team, we got, for example, Ryan. Ryan go back umpteen time, go get water bottle.
A million if you have
Yeah,
to,
for
like,
me,
go up
he go back to the service, and that take a lot of effort.
Because of the
Right?
you're right.
He might never there wrong in the last 20 miles, but he drag himself back up to you because the man with that GC have to stay vigilant and have to stay towards the front of the peloton. He can't gaze. And so he no want go the back and the same time he go the back, something happen.
Right.
So that one of the tasks. Obviously the next task that if one break get away without your leader, he have to go to front and go help chase or sometime. He need to do the chasing initially and the leader still the conserve. The other time that if the leader get punctured, they have to wait for her. Try bring her back sometime, give her a bike, give her a wheel, do whatever you have to do for keep that man with the least possible energy, right? Like in terms of battle, like when Ryan got a back and thing, like he give me my baba, I just get my battle and I stay there concentrated and have to worry about the logistics, I will get my food or anything, I just stay at the front and focus. So the domestic, very important for have victory, and I mean, I've won a lot of race thanks to the team, you know, coming in instrumentally at the end. One other very good domestic for a sprinter that the lead out man. That man will want to make sure that nobody can get away from you towards the end and you the shelter so that you could have the final burst of energy for win the sprint. So
Well, okay, I see that a lot. And then tour that in a regular race, I see coming out when you ask once you see Motte go up on the front there, you see Wendell go up on the front there. People say, but why nobody go up on the but like I said, it's good to explain it to the people who really understand the sport because let them believe that individual sport what happened. Somebody kind of get caught back in that time like the Kenrick Holiday time, Hutchison time, and even farther back that the one-man army, right? Because somebody say, why back in the days, Holiday just get on the front and just smash it, whatever, but it don't work anymore.
No, it don't work.
That team effort, right? That team effort, and so.
I mean, for make you win a race by yourself, by riding off everybody off your wheel, especially in a flat race, you have to literally 30-35% stronger than everybody else. You can't 5% or 10% stronger and think you can beat the other man by just riding the front. They sit per wheel and just smoke you on the end.
Yeah, can maybe explain what are the benefits for? What are the benefits of drafting when we call drafting? Somebody know what drafting?
Yeah, the drafting benefit, big. Like for example, no.
So like that, when I
What happened?
Yep. So what happened is that the drafting, the big thing, like for example, say I did at the front at the race. And I had to put on certain effort, so they got 23 miles an hour, right? If I put it in a simple man language. My heart would have probably beat at 160 beats or 150 beats, right? But when I go back in at the peloton and I had the draft, my heart they were at 130. I could have a conversation. While when I there front, I up. So that's why you have to use the peloton, you know, and eventually you break away and you try to get with an efficient group and beat the back row in efficiency. Like I this morning, when we make the break, I know the peloton now come back because we actually ride more efficiently than the peloton. Then they chase haphazardly, but we 7 the work as one unit up front there.
Yeah, at one spell I saw you said something to when somebody attack out and you know, it means why attack you know, disrupt the thing, right? I believe that's what you said,
right.
But yeah.
Yeah, so in the race this morning, for example, it was 7 of us, three running rebels and 4 other individuals. So when cat attack, you know, we chase along and say, why you attack for, right? Relax yourself, make we just continue rotate, attack later on down the road because you risk the chance of us getting caught.
Because of dismantle,
dismantle. So anyways, we caught him and a couple miles again he attacked. So this time what I did, I tell Warren and Mike Man, listen, let us do something.
Winner?
You're gonna winner? Alright. What?
Answer, yeah, 2 separate one, right? But then put Andrew as the second part,
Okay.
captain, but
Alright.
That's the correct answer, 2003.
Yep.
Barney Brown.
Yep.
I'm gonna give you a clue if nobody get it. So you could pick up a prize. Who that?
my board,
Okay.
write it down and then,
Okay, that's new fun.
Yep. Quiet fun man. She always a follow.
Okay, alright, good. Alright. Congratulations.
well, I didn't prepare for the next one, I gotta take a screenshot though.
Okay.
I was up with the screenshot.
What is the third question?
The third one now. Him, the 3 cyclists.
Did he have the spot?
Huh?
If he have the spot, just
Well, yeah.
once I have the cell phone, then he have no.
Oh, sorry.
Straight, man.
Wait, want to say?
Well, right now, the one I want to tell
Alright, so a lot of time the cyclists in the right on the road earlier morning. And this vest, see have the
The
reflector. And so they could put it over on a jersey, especially like on a short ride. And it help protect them so the vehicles could stay, especially when they ride in early morning.
Yeah,
so
big reflector.
they could win a vest when they could wear over on a jersey.
Right.
And I can't remember gentleman, but I want to thank you may bring multiple and then you have for giveaways. Give some to the Weekend Warriors chairman, Mr. Troy Gap, so you could share amongst even the service personnel, so people recognize that, you know, once it's a vest on, they know that are part of, you know, the crew.
Yep.
So is it a fun watch on the back of my no double digits on my new fun, but if you watch on the back, you know that.
Oh yeah, no double dipping, folks. Once you don't win, you can't win again.
Alright, for the next one.
Alright, so the third question is, name the 3 cyclists who were on the podium in the 2003 junior male cross country. What team did the champion ride for?
One
So
two
that,
parts?
yeah, so yeah, the 2 part.
Okay, 2 part. Okay.
So the first part, who are the top 3 basically.
And who the winner rode
yeah,
for?
correct. And what team the winner rode for?
Okay. And I believe this thing are the history books. I believe so. But you know who win a prize are people where just watch cycling way back in the time, who have the history. Like a man like Alan Kiedley, he always have the stats here.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so we were talking about that drafting and how important a team is in today's okay, what next thing people always question what kind of food, what to consume while riding, because most people believe that, you know, someone believe that why I can survive and don't water, but that's not true, right? So what are things that is a typical cyclist would take with them in their shirt pockets, or, you know, the service personnel would bring them liquid and food source?
Basically, before I get to that, I want to explain to you where people not realize, right? for we nice rice and beans and all anything. When I'm in a high school, we eat a nice rice and beans 12 o'clock, right? And then my class used to over at 3 o'clock. And when I go to the road, I sleep, I tired, I got niggeritis. You know what I mean? So the type of food important, we had to try to say, right? Like, you don't want to eat heavy food before a race. You could eat that the day before. As I said, I would want to eat that at least 24 hours before or more. Heavy food like pasta or rice or anything there. If that one long race. And if you did do it like that, then the next day when the race there, you want breakfast where semi-light. Because one cyclist are just like one big plane, like one jet.
Okay.
So when you take off, you don't want to have in you the full tank, right? You want to have a monk of for survive.
Got with that?
The person that talk about third,
Let me hear you, yes.
Yes.
I tell you, Alan, I have Alan stats here.
Yep, he really got his
so,
stats.
Alan, you are lucky winner of that vest. Just let me know who will pick it up.
So yeah. So
oh my bad, I really want to prepare for this.
Yeah, next one about leader. So that always.
okay. Yeah. So basically, yeah. So you want something semi-light the morning of the race, depending on the length of the race too. Like for example, something where got protein. It could be egg, it could be chicken. You know, maybe a little bit of carbohydrates, only bread, not too much. And then you go race. But in the race itself, depending on the length, you need for like gels and stuff like that, right? If the race really long like cross country, so you go have sandwich and anything there early in the race. But the last 2-3 hours, that basically lone gels, carbohydrate drinks and water. You need all that unless you just some bunk. You just feel the energy go.
Yeah.
All of a sudden.
Maybe you could tell me where some stuff you carry. Where you carry you?
Well, I usually for cross country, my nutrition for race are 5 gel, 4 bars, 3 sandwich.
A lot of food.
3 sandwich, and my water, electrolytes, and that's shit. By the time I reach Cairo, all that's supposed to be done. Because like when Mr. ROQUE said coming back, mostly I use gel, you have to put back carbohydrates and you have to put back water mostly because you don't want your energy drop off all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Because if you notice like enough cross country, you say the first half man just stop quite bad. And by the time you come back at 25, man they in a no man's land by themselves, you understand, and nutrition is a big part of it, and before cross country, in the morning I usually eat rice and egg.
Okay.
Rice and boiled egg, I broke up the boiled egg in the rice, and that's how I eat before cross country. You could basically gauge your body how I will say semi-light. Depends on how you eat the night before too. Sometimes you get up full, Mr. D, you eat so much the night before, you get up full.
Yeah, and then you have to really lighten up because you don't want to go with too much stuff.
Yeah.
So Gina said that Thailand does it.
Rice and egg is really good.
ROQUE, I made watch one. You know how when the Tour de France and anybody go and interview, so the man may show what one professional cyclist consume for the day, right?
Yeah.
And he put it all together. One normal human can take a amount of food. When the guys are weighing 130 or 125 pounds,
Yeah.
so it shows that racing cyclists are like race cars. They burn up fuel like crazy, right?
Yep. And the fitter you become, the quicker you burn it.
Yeah, the quicker
Your body
burn,
could
right?
just run it through like quick.
Yeah. Because they say, honey, eat so much and stay skinny, but you do. Because sometimes you go on the road, you weigh 150 pounds, when you come back, you only have 140, or burn off 10 pounds, just like that.
Yeah, just like that, in one ride.
One ride.
Yeah.
When I went for
Okay, so the body done a winner. Beautiful cap, again by Mr. Oswald Bowman, Bike Chat. Knights of the Living Legend. Big up Mr. Oswald Bowman out of Brooklyn, New York.
Nice.
That was a beautiful show. When you, you know, give when you, Mr. Bowman, they have a meet and greet. I think the 29th of March for the Raiders. And that's a good thing, Roque. Will you have? You want? All right, so say it, Roque.
Yeah, so the pick. These are the what? Bolito pick, right?
Yeah.
Between 01 to 25, 1 and 25.
Get ready for this.
Yeah, that's running crazy.
Crazy,
May I ask you want have like like maybe a few days before the race, where you introduce the teams, you have introduction.
We still work out all the detail there.
Yeah.
How we do it just before the race, because I watch the logistics too of people coming in and so you that if we do it, it'll have to be the night.
Oh, because people might come in last moment.
Yeah,
okay.
correct. So that's the thing.
But by then you're supposed to know who all want to play last time because
exactly.
they're asking for pre-register now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And like I said, we done have a couple of international riders we done register already. Some of course on register when they reach out, but they don't give me confirmation.
Yeah, winner.
Oh.
Nobel, congratulations. Keith Anderson, right? Keith, you're a lucky winner. I want to thank all the guys who participate, all the winners, all the folks that give the prizes. By Roque and Wendell, man, you saw time fly. I can't believe 1.5 gone by just last, but it's always a pleasure, talking cycling, having fun, have knowledge, because even at my age, I still learn. I mean, one thing we never touch upon that, like, when people hear about with cycling, the numbers, FTP, watts. People say, what do you mean by watts, Donis? And then you have to explain to them.
I don't want to joke. We're talking about watts. Francisco the Animal Flores say me they train with the guy from the young boy from G-Flow, Dylan Levy. And he said Dylan tell he need to do some training with, and he need do so much watts, right? Animal, being an old school cyclist, he said, I don't know about watts, but all I know is that they produce some megawatts. But the truth, a lot of numbers now, and a lot of science to the sport. Definitely a lot of science to the sport. And this whole weekend Warrior Club, what it shows us as human beings is that as you age, how strong you could still be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you literally, you lose, but you don't lose much. Like, we saw when we were young and they race, and one old man like Trixie King or any old man, they only could ride 15 miles an hour, but
no.
This group of old man, they roll, right?
Then jump in like fire with the young one.
So it shows how far you could go as a human being, and how good you could stay for how long. That's the truth. That's the lesson I learned and they say.
Yeah, because some of the younger riders will take part in the club race say, sure, we could be the old man, but they want to do all the bad things, and while the older guys, they get serious and they pay attention to their body, they eat right, they rest right, or whatever, get their machine properly, and the young boy say, when you see results, but who in the top 5, only one young boy, and all the rest the man over 50 or whatever, and that's why amazing. So people want to know, the first thing I like about them, they must take drugs, but the drugs up on the road, right?
Yeah,
the drugs up on the road, yeah.
Exactly.
I personally feel like the older man they ride more than the younger guys nowadays.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I feel like, I don't know a sense of the younger guys just don't want to do it. Everybody just, the timing where everybody feel, you understand? And this is the time for the old body. I don't know if that was, but the old body are like a sense like, as much as they're not as fast as the elite, they man fast. And they have brains, they have experience. So we might use we youth against them. But they're strong as we youth, and they have this IQ, the brains and the IQ. And we have to understand that we can just come to it anyway sometimes too. Understand? As young as I am, I still humble myself because the whole body is strong.
Well, it's sure because, like, true. All right, so when you have the races, right? And you say ROQUE, you say Barney, you say Warren Dine, who the next guy there? You have Campos Dine, right? When you say a line, Heno, you say a line, that when I name like this, someone call, you know, I mean, when you come to one, once you see them move up, you don't know why you decide to allow water to win it. And then most guys were 40 plus, 50 plus, 60 plus, still right now one high level. So as Roque said, sometimes age is just a number.
And where one boy tell me he said he don't really like watch elite race no more because it's boring. like you don't predictable. Like one dominant team.
Right. Yeah.
He said, but he like watch weekend where race car. You don't know where happen. You got one group of man where anyone and a number could play that day.
Right. Yeah. And they're competitive because the fireworks keep on going.
And it's right? They have this controversy where people ask, why young body have weekend warriors fun, guys. I tell you.
Have fun.
And as much as you guys, like what I want to say, everybody, the inner elite and elite excel, weekend warriors is more organized on another level, to be honest. And you actually go out and work out. You understand? And like when you jump at the elite race, we don't say 5G flow or 4 Alliance, man, we don't know about it. Sorry, man. I don't know what happened. You understand? So, but yeah, you can always know, I know way easier because no part of cycling easy. That also a fun activity where you know that today we gotta go, we gotta come, we don't know who way down the road, we don't know what happened, it's just unpredictable, and you go in at the race looking forward to another, how to say,
another shuffle. And
you don't know what happened, and that's the joy where I get out of weekend, you know. People ask me, why you always there? Boss, weekend.
Everybody.
Everybody. Guys wants to go?
You know?
Yeah, man. Anyway, gentlemen, we could stay, hopefully next time I'll come we could chat some more, but we could stay all night and talk cycling, but, it was a pleasure having you guys. So, I want to give you, we'll start with you, your closing words.
I say good night to everybody. Thanks for having me for the show, Mr. D. Thank God for there also. I want to big up my mom, my pa, Mr. ROQUE, where got me on the road a lot right now. My brothers, sisters, my daughter, everybody. I was happy for there and for talk about cycling because I love cycling just like everybody else, and I saw no part of the tarmac for this big tour, and all the rest of upcoming race, So thanks to everybody again. Good night.
Yeah. Okay?
Alright, well, I just want to first mention two things. One, some of the sponsors, and if I miss some, that because some just to get added today, and this paper me don't print. For the tour, we have M&M Engineering, Cemento Progresos, National Banca Belize, Joseph and Taylor, KMY Property Management, MIDH, Campus Pharmaceuticals Limited, Atlantic Bank, Cement Trading Company, Next Gen, Brody's, the Bentley, of course, Weekend Warriors, Public Supermarket.
What are the Bentley? What are the Bentley?
Bentley, the one set apartment building.
One
there by they have one right there by the hangar, and they have out there by right by front of the St. Catherine's, some big building where they rent.
Okay.
So then I Bentley.
All right.
And like I said, Public Supermarket, and definitely Oceana that has come on board with us. And like I said, I know we have more sponsors, but we are also still looking for sponsors. So anybody who are interested could contact me, because as the sponsorship come in, you know, the prizes even get bigger.
Yeah.
We go updating the website with prizes. There's a lot of prizes for each category. Nobody get left out in this event, but also, you know, for doing a beautiful event, a safe event, there's also additional costs along with it. And I hope that we could start set to a bar with this event, you know, and it help cycling in general. You know, it will help weekend warriors, it help the federation, because we will be investing in infrastructure and so forth that can be used, you know, throughout the cycling, all the cycling races in Belize. So I just want to thank everybody who have been supporting us, you know, sponsors, fans, everybody. As the wheel turns, you, Mr. and Joe, for the out there, because trust me, that takes as much dedication as cycling, you know. So that's more or less what I wanted to say tonight, and thanks again.
Yeah. Well, I want to thank both of you gentlemen for showing up tonight. I know you have to travel all the way from the city, and I have to go. I guess I'm going to ride a morning again, put in some more workout. We look forward for this massive event. Like I said, we plant and seed, and we so hope that, you know, in a couple of years you really grow and grow big branches. And, you know, like I said, you start with this, you're going to junior, you're doing elite, and, you know, who knows? We're going to see some of the big names here in Belize, and this thing grow. Definitely, thank you guys. I want to thank the man behind the scene, Georgian, behind the set there, ROQUE. When ROQUE coming, I said, ROQUE, so what? This is our full production. Yes. Thank Georgian behind the scenes there, taking care of the, I don't know what all, because when he tell me certain things, I lost ROQUE. A lot of wires. There's a lot of wires. Yep. Yeah, monitors, of course. I'd like to thank all the fans who tune every Thursday night and even on the race. Thank you guys. You keep me going. All the great messages, you know, calls, whatever. You know, people call me every day. ROQUE, I get calls from numerous people. Say, Andrew, he say you are a brand now. He say you become a brand. He say people look forward to you. He say, you know, and I don't see it that way, but they say yes, you are a brand, right? And so, you know, I thank them very much for, you know, those kind words. They keep me going. Definitely, my entire family who support me in this thing. I have my daughter-in-law out there, I take care of the babies, and my wife outside, always travel with me, you know, I have to drive up the boom and drive them back. I have to thank her. I want to thank Mr. Kevin Logan again for my attires and the food, and everybody who make this show possible. Remember to like and subscribe. We're going to keep cycling alive as long as possible, ROQUE, and you'll definitely see me out there. And this race will be on fire. I definitely stream it, record it, upload it to YouTube. So if you don't have social media, you have to go and watch it over on YouTube and enjoy it. So will definitely be a beautiful event. Before the race actually start, I want definitely, if I come to the studios, probably sit down with ROQUE, and we have social, Facebook, we do a chat before the event actually take off. As he mentioned, more sponsors will come in, more people the contact and get involved. So we got some new updates. Again, thank you guys. With that, have a blessed Thursday night. Peace out, be safe. Keep those wheels turning.
As the wheels turn, every Thursday night we pedaling. As the wheels turn, racing through the streets and through the hills.